I could be an a cappella if I wanted to, but instead I abandoned my dreams of being in an a cappella band. Is that what they're called? I don't know what they're called. A cappella guy? Another karaoke stream? Oh my goodness. I don't know if I've got one in me. It was like, after the adrenaline and goofiness wore off, which was pretty immediate, I was like, oh, did I just embarrass myself in front of how many people? I might have. Alright. 1 second. This is a sponsored stream, just to let you know. Thank you so much to Owlcat Games for this opportunity to check out RueValley, the demo, which is available for everybody now. Wishlist it, check it out. I think you guys will like it. I think I'll like it too. Exclamation mark RueValley to check it out. Give it a wish list. And I've got a nice little special link. So that will look good for me if you do it. Let me just do a Blue Sky post. Hashtag ad. And alt text. Boba has blue hair and a shiny, spoilers, red holographic style shirt. Exclamation mark. Spoilers? Spoilers? Mr. Azul, bro. Azul, you seem in even higher spirits lately than usual, which makes me so happy. Not today, but I mean like recently, you've just been completely on it with your quips and stuff, and I've loved it. Alright, I've done my post. Is this... it's working? Hog face? Hello? Let me remember if there's anything else I need to do. I don't think so. I don't think so. Alright. Oh! I'm gonna pause this. You're kind? No, you're kind. That's your brand! Your brand! Cool outfit. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I tried some different things today with my makeup and all of that. Because I was like, you know what? I need to start getting ready. So let me do that. Let me see. Here's this. We're going straight in. We're going straight in. I might need a controller. I'm all wackadoodled because I went to this event thing yesterday in London. And I navigated to London by myself. Which, granted, is not difficult from Bristol because it's basically a straight shot. But then I got there and I used the underground. But luckily, I only had to take one underground. Did the YouTube title get messed up? I'll go fix it. Thank you. Also, I think I broke my Blender thing I was working on because I'd saved it so many times just in case of messing it up. And then I started and stopped so many Unity projects that I think it destroyed everything. Because now when I open it in Unity, it's like completely different than how it's supposed to be. And I was like, uh-oh, I gotta fix it. Let me just grab this link so that the YouTube is correct. But I'm sure I'll be able to fix it. It's just going to be that I might have to mess around with it a little bit, and then that is annoying. What the heck? Thank you so much. Check out RueValley here. Is it still the same on YouTube to where what's it called? To where mods cannot edit anything about the stream? Is that still a thing? Also, anybody in the YouTube chat, can someone type in the YouTube chat so I can check? The streamer bot should be doing that. All settings. Platforms. Use Twitch, use... Huh? Hello, hello. Maybe the YouTube chat is not showing on my streamer bot, but I'll fix that later. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for subscribing. I am only an eel. Amazing. Thank you so much. And Bjorn, thank you for the bits. And Stu, the 57 months. And Ref, the tier 3 and the 64 months. Thank you. Let's look at, maybe we look at the trailer real quick that is available on Steam. We'll watch it together. Check it out. Oh.
Mr. Harrow, can you hear me? We've got a long road ahead of us. Here in RueValley, time stands still, giving you an opportunity to reflect. Amid this calm, your
Who's that guy?
may find its second
that
wind.
Voice actor.
You've been through a lot lately.
They sound
May I
familiar.
ask, how is your sleep these days?
Is that Edward Norton? This guy?
These are tough emotions. You should know that there's nothing wrong with feeling them, and that they will eventually pass.
Oh, interesting.
See you tomorrow, Mr. Harrow.
Oh, Pip, I do get those vibes too. So it seems to be some time fuckery. And then there's like comic book elements and stuff. Let's see what settings we got so far. You know I love my settings. Alright, controller vibration is enabled. I'm gonna take that off. Just because if I play and the controller's on my desk and I forget and it vibrates, then I get really scared. Okay, we've got running and mind map. Ooh, okay. Save. Save. Okay. New game. We might get groundhogged. Ooh! Okay. Personality points. I want to be... Oh my gosh. Dramatic to guilt-ridden. Let's be, a little sensitive. Let's be a little bit sensitive. Let's be... I don't think I could even roleplay as an extrovert. A little bit calculated. Should we be a little bit dramatica? Awkward or secretive? Okay. So it's changing. You know you're pretty calculated. You're often overthinking stuff and are generally very cautious. The call is coming from inside the house. Only as a somewhat... No. You're quite introverted, but you still enjoy being in crowds sometimes. Two could be considered a crowd, right? That makes sense. I've got a delivery. 1 second. Delivery. I don't think that's even my delivery. But being a quite sensitive person, you see life as a struggle, especially when they tell you to just chill. When I'm freaking out a little bit or angry and someone tells me to relax, that activates the most anger that could possibly be activated in me. Maybe we go a little bit calculated, but like in an indecisive way. You wouldn't really call yourself calculated, you just prefer to think before you act. And then a highly sensitive person, you recognize life for what it is, a constant roller coaster of joy and suffering, and your experience mostly suffering. It seems that I'm a sadman. Maybe we go... Shall we go dramatic? Switch traits thing mean? Oh. Interesting. So we can choose of those what we want. Since we've only got a little bit of that one, we're not even paranoid. Thank you, Prismism. Maybe we go all the way and we are guilt-ridden and dramatic. Or just dramatic. Dramatic? Yeah. I think we go with the very, very sensitive. And then we go with the... I want to see what the more... As a very introverted, you neither enjoy nor know how to communicate with others, especially strangers. Okay, maybe we... But this one is more... Can you put more points into sensitive to be more of a self-insert? What do you mean, more points into it? A guy who will cry if you're even slightly rude to him. I mean... It's called rejection sensitivity dysphoria. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go with these, I think. Hold to wake up. I'm holding. Let's wake up. At 8 p.m.? The frenetic sound of a century-old clock nudges you back to the present. The stale air perfectly complements the image of the old motel room. And then we've got our portrait, bottom right, that says total lack of motivation, and it's got our... I guess those ticks in the like where the circle is circled is maybe where it's like the trait, right?
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
Oh, a guy talking to me. Your personality traits determine your dialogue options. Some options will only be available if you have a certain trait, while others might be blocked by that same trait. Remember, traits are neither good nor bad. They are a crucial part of role-playing a character with a real personality. Yes! Role-playing. Yes! A character. Role-playing a character. The doctor takes off his glasses, freeing his bushy eyebrows. Just nod. He smiles and nods back. Oh, did I choose one?
I'm aware of a slight lack of motivation that you may be experiencing right now.
It is not a lack of motivation. Status effect. Red ribbons on the character portrait show the status effects that your character currently has. Status effects have a negative impact on your personality and dialogue options. Okay. Slight lack of motivation, more like total lack of motivation. You'd rather stay in bed all day instead of attending this farce they call therapy in the middle of nowhere.
You'll surely be coming back to this condition of yours later during our sessions.
I like how comic book it is. Oh, do you want the, yeah, I can do that for you. I turn this down for me. And then... What's this one? How was that? can I move this? Torb, if I move this, I might perish. Okay. Your personality, is that everything? Your personality is represented in this part of the screen. It shows your personality axis that you defined during character creation, as well as the trait that you chose. Select or hover over a trait to see what it is and what it does.
But for now, I just want you to acknowledge its existence and try to stay aware of it at all times, if possible.
Secret. Okay, you can't see that. Oh my god, this is gonna be scary. Edit, transform. If I do this. Goodbye. Oh, that was the wrong thing. 280, that was the size, not the placement. Top, from the top. 0. I'm thinking, do I want to be smaller? But if I do that, it might... I will have to do math, and I ain't about to do that. I ain't about that life. Okay, I'll stay here. So we've got secretive, you're just a normal private person, but people keep asking you personal questions over and over. Guilt-ridden, it would be dishonest not to admit that it's all your fault. And dramatic, people may prefer comedy, but life only writes dramas. Oh. How's the, volume now? Silence befalls the room, a muffled clanging sound from outside only making the moment more uncomfortable. Oh. I like that I can't actually... So I can say, I'll try, which is a lie, or I can say, I'm fine, which is a lie. But since I'm dramatic...
That's good to hear. Now, in order to keep us focused, I always limit the session length to exactly 1 hour, hence the alarm. However, since this is your first session, I'll allow a few questions, if there's anything.
Okay. Can't you simply state that I'm fine so we can both move on with our lives? Is another session really necessary? I was hoping this would be a one-time thing. Why do we have to do this here in the middle of nowhere?
It may be hard to understand the need for isolation at first, but my methods require complete divergence from the client's regular way of life, as well as temporary distancing from their social groups and circles. This place is ideal in that regard. However, it's understandable that you need a period of adaptation to both this idea and to your new surroundings. That's also why I haven't asked you to hand over your phone. Yeah. But please don't be alarmed. We'll talk about everything in due time. Any other questions?
I was hoping this would be a one-time thing.
Mr. Harrow, your case is not to be underestimated. We need to assess the situation carefully.
Your case. Not so long ago, nobody cared about what you do, yet now suddenly your business is everyone's business.
This first session is more for you to get acquainted with me and my methods. We have a long road ahead of us. Anything else?
That's it. He glances at the clock almost too fast for you to notice.
Corrected. That's it for today.
Through the door, you hear the sound again.
You should go and check in at the office. Your room is probably ready by now.
My room. Thank you. Get up and leave. Yippee, I'm a guy. Wait. I want to touch his stuff. Next to you is the source of the clangs you heard from inside. A young woman beating up an old vending machine.
Give me my coffee, you jerk!
Uh-oh. Run! Ah! She's gonna get me. That's the only reason why they would tell me to run right now. So long, sucker. No one makes me do therapy if I don't want to. You son of a bitch. They're making me... Oh. Not allowed. What if I stay there? Nothing. Look, for some reason, I'm really enamored by the way that this word and these colors are imposed on the scene. This is really satisfying me, and I don't know why. What's going on, lady?
I'll break you open if I have to.
I know how to talk to people. This, what does A do? A is giving me like a...
Give me my coffee, you jerk!
Let me see if I've got... Maybe I'm not allowed to talk to her yet. Oh, interactables. Show interactables. Let's try with, so we can do like
Spit it
this,
out already.
which is pretty good. Can we talk to this person? I'll just use mouse and keyboard. Mind map. Could she be here for therapy as well? Who knows, but unlike you, she definitely looks like she needs it. Poor woman, she should consult with a real professional, not a charlatan like Dr. Fink. Nobody needs to be sent away from their home to this dump regardless of their mental state. Let's say she needs a real professional. Maybe she just needs someone willing to listen to her. Why don't you say hello, see if you could help somehow? Or is that too much to ask right now? I can't because I have a lack of motivation. So I've got to go talk to the... Oh my gosh, she scared me. Plastic bottles, some empty, others half empty, a partially eaten breakfast, some old clothes, torn and faded, all covered in a mixture of grease and spoiled orange soda. Amid this murky pool, you catch a glimpse of your own face. Stomp on your face! Yippee! Hundreds of tiny ripples form in the puddle, but instead of obscuring your identity, even more details of your face emerge. Decades worth of new wrinkles appear, and the poignant expression of a man lost in time becomes even more apparent. The longer you look, the more you see it. The reflection of your inner self. Ignore the metaphor and walk away. I don't need no metaphor where I'm going. Okay, so we can look at our interactable things. Looks uncomfortable. Can I... My vending machine now. Oh.
Give me my coffee, you jerk!
Can't go any closer till that woman leaves. Machine wheezes in suffering. A hose? Coiled like a sleeping serpent. The colors have been bleached by the sun, but you can still make out the image of an orange setting sun, as well as the words RueValley written above the illustration. Inspect it. The picture is quite detailed, but the colors have been obliterated by the sun, making it impossible to discern the main subject, let alone the finer details. You squint your eyes and try to make sense of the confusing shapes, but everything seems blurred and distorted. However, as you keep looking, you finally start to see a magnificent stage, a ballerina dancing gracefully, a lively group of musicians, and an audience dressed in formal attire. Stage? Stage is adorned with elegant curtains and a strange chandelier is hanging from the edge of the poster. Dorian Gray. Oh! What about the ballerina? Wearing a tutu, stands in the center of the poster, en pointe. Her arms gracefully extended above her head, almost like she's waving to you. What about the orchestra? The varnished wood of the violins is reflecting the orange hues of the setting sun. The curved bodies of cellos stand tall and proud, and the trumpet player holds his instrument with arched back, a silhouette reminiscent of a tree struck by lightning. What about the audience? The men appear to be dressed in tuxedos, the women in elegant evening gowns. They seem to be fixated on the stage, their overly stylized faces seemingly expressing a range of emotions from awe to excitement. How did a poster for such a highbrow event end up on a wall of a rundown motel in the middle of nowhere? Something is odd here. I need someone to run different personalities than I've gone with and tell me how it's going. Oh! Hello? All the attention of the girl behind the counter is occupied by the ongoing phone call.
Yes, RueValley Motel. Our Coral Destiny internet antenna is down.
Why does a therapist dude have his office at a motel? Works for better health. Hello, Verkiel. Hello, Psycho Hedgehog. She says to the person on the other end of the line. Social check. Try to get her attention. What? Oh. Failure. Too introverted. So you can see where it was on the line of where I would have passed. It's best to let her make the first move. She'll soon notice you on her own. End the phone call and ask if she can help you. That's what receptionists are supposed to do. Pretend to look at the leaflets laying on the desk and hope she will address you eventually. Stop! No! I could have roleplayed a character instead of just what I would do. You grab a leaflet and stare through it, mentally preparing for the imminent conversation. Fuck off. You either manage to look like you're really here for the leaflets, or she simply doesn't care. Me, wow, I just collect leaflets.
No, the repair tech already came yesterday. Said the internet will be up by noon today.
She says to the person on the other side of the call. After a few dozens of anxiety-filled seconds, you finally realize she's not about to cut her call short just because you happen to show up. Uh-oh. Time in the game does not progress outside of dialogue, so in order to wait until certain events happen, you need to find a way to kill time. Usually you can do that with various items and interactions around you. For example, reading a book, scrolling through your phone, or just chilling in a cozy chair.
Yes,
Okay.
I have rebooted the modem.
We've got a chair. What's this thing say? A list of rules. You can't be bothered with that right now. I can always be bothered with rules. About looking out the window. The relentless dirt has smudged and stained the glass. Beyond is the endless flat of the desert. Its vastness is hypnotizing. Let's pass some time by staring. Until she finishes the call. Beyond the empty parking lot, there's only barren desert stretching for as far as the eye can see. Its emptiness is drawing you in. You hear the receptionist mutter as if answering some unasked question of yours. And then you notice small patches of green hidden in the sand. It seems there's always something to be found in nothingness if you stare at it long enough. Contemplate profound insight. Try to count how many tiny bushes are out there, or smudge your sweaty fingers all over the window glass. I would never. That last one. I would never. But I will do what I would do, which is, I guess I'm counting how many bushes there are. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a large one over there that could count as 3 tiny ones. That's 8 then, and then this one makes 9. Time is passing. Imagine a guy comes in and just starts staring out the window, faces away from you. When I got my braces taken off... Thank you, Captain Ben. For the tier 3 in the 53 months. Hope you're having a good day. When I got my braces taken off, I went outside and, there was a window which was reflective enough for me to look at my new pearly teeth that had no braces on them. And so I was looking into this window, and I guess I forgot how windows worked, and I was looking at how nice my teeth looked without braces on them, and then I remembered literally hours before I'd been sat in the secondary waiting area. So you've got the waiting area, then they call you back where you wait again. And then when you wait there, they will maybe, like, call you back to, like, do your impressions, and then you go back in the little waiting room, or your x-rays, then you go back in the little waiting room. So in the little waiting room, that was the window that I was using as a mirror. Amazing. Minutes pass, but the phone call is still not at its end.
Of course it's urgent! Our guests don't have Wi-Fi, the credit card machines are dead, we can't access reservations.
Uh-oh. She says to her conversation partner, clearly annoyed. Pass the time. When I got my braces off, I was like, what the hell? Have my teeth always been this slimy? Keep staring through the glass. Your eyes wander around the window pane in search of something interesting. I'm waiting for this lady to finish our phone call, dude. And if I wasn't such a big baby... I could just talk to her. I've been stood at this window for maybe, like, how long? After a while, the window stops being interesting. Did this clock move? I don't know. She's still arguing, and you're getting restless.
Listen, I know what I'm talking about. Your repair tech said
2 minutes.
it was fixed.
No, it's not
Can you
been
just...
2 minutes. It has to have been longer. Seems to get interrupted by the person on the other end of the line. Your muscles are sore from the days of exhaustion and the long wait. It might be better to sit down and relax. This might take a while. Blocked by sore legs. So I've got sore legs and lack of motivation. Can't wait while standing and won't run. Oh my goodness.
I don't want a customer satisfaction survey. I want the internet.
Sit down. Come on, lady. Mess with your phone. Phone bleeps to life with a lock screen that is obviously years old. If it wasn't a collection of pixels, it would be musty with age and neglect. Play a quick match of hyper-casual protagonists until she finishes the call. The first wave of tiny bow-tie-wearing antagonists appears on your phone screen. Touch one. You tap the one carrying a golden fork. This seems louder now. And he instantly turns into an amorphous purple splotch. A matching splotching sound effect plays at the same time. Further confirming that the bow-tie wearing golden fork carrying antagonist is no more. I guess I squashed them all. Squish, squash, squish, squash. As your mind spins around the absurdity of this game and while your fingers roam aimlessly across the screen, a group of tiny, bow-tie wearing antagonists gather near the pile of boxes at the bottom of the screen. Tap the boxes. Nothing happens. They keep gathering. Squash them. Work yo. Soon, right? How many points does everyone have? I was ring security with a tiny briefcase, a badge, handcuffs, earpiece, and sunglasses. I love that. As soon as you're about to get the one with the goatee, a slightly larger antagonist with a monocle and pocket watch enters the play area. Tap on the big guy. You tap him maybe a bit too hard. The tip of your finger slips and you almost drop your phone. You look at the screen after your heart almost skipped a beat and see that the whole screen is taken up by bold fat letters saying, "Temporal disruption." What the hell's going on? The letter disappears and you notice that the whole screen is frozen. The antagonists gathered around the pile of boxes stand still in their weirdest poses. Is there anything different on the screen? There is! A small timer at the edge of the screen is ticking down, and it's gone. The screen comes alive for a split second, the antagonists unfreeze and continue to antagonize the pile of boxes. And before you get the chance to do anything, the whole phone is covered in black. Out of the blackness, disappointing red letters appear. Protagonists defeated. Quit the game. You're back staring at your old wallpaper. Time goes by and the girl at the reception desk is still talking.
Misheard. No, she said Sunday noon. I wrote it down. I'm not... Sunday or later? That's... No. This is such a waste of time.
Finally, the girl hangs up, ending the forever call.
Hi! Can I help you? I would have hung up earlier if I knew you were waiting for me. You're too quiet.
Uh-oh. So I can either be guilt-ridden, it's my fault really, or secretive. No, I just didn't feel like checking in right away. I think I would not say it's my fault. I'd just say, I didn't feel like checking in right away.
You didn't feel like it? And how about now?
Now's good. Yeah.
Okay, let's get you into your room.
Please.
So, number 6. That's the last one on the second floor. Everything is ready for you.
And? She raises her hand holding a piece of blue and red plastic.
This is your key card.
Oh, come on! Come on! This is... I don't know. Reach. Should I try it? But if I try to take it and she moves, I'll look silly. But if I don't, she might be like, why isn't this weirdo taking it? I'm gonna wait.
Oh, I see you're confused by this. You were expecting an old-fashioned key, weren't you?
I'm not confused. She's excitedly waving the card around her head.
Well, we decided to modernize for a number of reasons.
That's great. May I? I think I would be like... I'd want to get into my hotel room. But also, I'm not rude.
Actually, one reason, to be perfectly honest, the guests just kept on losing their keys. It was exhausting, and my dad didn't like the cost of replacing so many locks.
It's my fault for looking like I'm interested in chatting. Please, I think I'm dying. Continue listening. I don't know if I'm saying this or just thinking it. Because if I say this is horrible, but I'm just gonna think it. Well, being so slow and lethargic certainly adds to the impression of a person with a lot of time to waste. Listening to her story is unbearable, but it's your punishment. While taking a breath between 2 sentences, she takes a look at your sad face only to continue.
So, yes, we decided to use electronic key cards. Costs us a lot to implement, but now when a guest loses their key, we only need to replace a piece of programmable plastic. How great is that? It makes my life so much easier.
She takes a deep breath, planning to continue, but a notification sound from her phone interrupts her. She immediately grabs the phone, smiles, and starts typing a message as if she suddenly forgot she was talking with you. But after a few seconds, she puts the phone down and hands you the key card.
So, here's your key card, and I'll need your signature
First boss,
here.
true. Items you pick up are stored here. While not in dialogue, you can click them to interact with them. Also, some items will show more information on their icon. For example, Wi-Fi availability or battery level dependent on your phone. Okay, I understand. Sign the document.
Thank you. I'm here if you need anything. Enjoy your stay.
Bye. Oh, alright, so we've got a simple key card with RueValley Motel in a room 6 printed on it. So that's our inventory, and then we've got our phone. Oh, that scared me. Even though I pressed it. Okay. Let's get out of this goddamn room. I can't take it anymore. I'm still running. You can't stop me. Why'd he go up the stairs like that? I guess it's because I was running. Right? No, that's just how he does it. Or is it because my legs are sore? Maybe I am running goofily right now because my legs are sore. Which, if so, that's really interesting. Here's my room. Now I wonder... Okay, it's tempting to just try the knob, but that's not how it works. Okay, the door's unlocked. Enter the room. I'm wondering, can I F5 to save? Save game. Create new. save. Alright, what have we got in here? A chair, a door, a suitcase. A little poster. Rules? Why can't I want the rules? Can I piss? Look in the mirror. There's so many dark patches that this can barely be called a mirror. A small cup is on the shelf. Look at the mirror. Mirror splotches make interesting patterns on your face. They conceal a dark circle here, a mole there, a patch of wrinkles. I've wasted my life so far and now I'm getting old. You're not as old as you look. Half of it is probably just due to poor hydration. You have more than enough time left to waste. Look again. A stranger who looks exactly like you is staring you straight in the eye. This toilet's kind of nasty though, isn't it? Hello, Octobert. There are many... Oh, it's the sink and the mirror, one thing. Yes. Toilet! Toilet! One time when I checked into a hotel for, when I was doing my training for Planned Parenthood, there was the first room they gave me, I went into the bathroom, and there was, like, a substantial, like, smear of shit on the, like, lower part of the toilet. Like, I think on, like, the underside of the bowl, which was lucky that I saw it. But it was like someone had tried to chocolate frost the toilet. It was like a smear, like frosting. Sorry, Bjorn, I hope it's not chocolate cake. Hundreds, and I complained and they gave me another room, but they were like, we can just have someone clean it. Or I think maybe they just sent someone to clean it, and I was like, fine. Hundreds of strangers have slept in this bed, leaving behind flakes of dead skin. Still, you can't wait to jump into the sheets and contribute to the collection. Blah. Unfortunately, between you and the object of your desire on the folded sheets lies a dusty suitcase, your own suitcase, the smallest one you own. I can't deal with this now. Put it away. Oh. Such a chore, but the more you prolong it, the worse it will get. If you don't unpack now, it will feel even harder and more pointless to do later. Step by step, a simple act of unpacking will become an insurmountable burden, and even thinking about it will make you feel weak and powerless. Me in between visits to Bristol, which were sometimes like 6 months at a time, and I'd still have my suitcase in the hallway. Do you really want to crawl back into that deep black pit? Oh, if I wasn't guilt-ridden, I could have repeated the cycle. But instead, I will open the suitcase. Hello, Desalina. There's not much in the suitcase. Spare clothes, a phone charger, a toothbrush, and a couple of other items. You really weren't planning on staying here long. Better see if they have laundry facilities. Sessions, the doctor said. Days or weeks or months. Unpack the suitcase. Success! Can't wait for this game. Lemsford. It's pretty cool so far. You plug your phone charger above your bedside cabinet. Put your spare clothes in the closet, your slippers next to your bed, and your toothbrush in a cup under the bathroom mirror. Now that the suitcase has been dealt with, the motel room is officially your home. No, more like a prison. Well, now you could describe it that way too. My prison. Despite the tight sheets and crisp-looking pillow, the bed reeks of dust and age. Can I tell what time it is by my phone? What does this clock say? Is there a quick save button? I wonder. Does it say in the settings? F5. I don't know if there's a like an icon that tells you that it's happening or not. There's nothing you care about on the other side. Okay, so I have to go into the bed. Crawl into the bed or fall into the bed. Crawl! That would be so uncomfortable to do. but I understand it. It creaks and squirms as you crawl into it. You try to make yourself comfortable, but the overly soft mattress swallows you up. If I load my quick save... fall. I think it's gotta be crawl. I gotta see. I had to see. As soon as your head touches the rough pillow, though, tiredness overwhelms you. Coming to this nowhere motel to attend therapy you don't need has strained you both physically and mentally. You are desperate to get some sleep, yet after weeks of wakeful nights, you know it won't come that easy. Time for TikToks! Scroll through your feed. Hope sleep will come. You start scrolling through stale memes, boring news articles, beach photos of ex-acquaintances, and poorly targeted sponsored posts. Scroll! In one picture, a grinning middle-aged stranger is apparently showcasing his newest baby. Thanks to a cleverly applied filter, both of them sport donkey ears. No! In an overly long and arguably racist video, a non-native speaker is repeatedly making embarrassing linguistic errors. They often turn out to be unintentional double entendres. Hilarity ensues. Scroll! I'm asleep. Maybe? After a while, you realize that neither the pictures nor the posts are loading correctly. Check the signal. 1 bar, but you get a feeling that if it could, it would show half a bar. Seems like all those posts were from some time ago, stashed needlessly in your phone's memory. Unless you hook up to some local Wi-Fi, you won't get much internet here. Oh. I ain't doing that other game. Close your eyes and hope sleep will come. Oh. My eyes! So the room key... Oh. Check who's calling. Unknown number. You feel betrayed by your own phone masking identity. Ignore it! You silence your phone as the mystery of the caller's identity gently teases you. Close your eyes again. That's me to the debt collectors. Blocks the number and goes back to what I was doing before. I know, Ref. Answering them is just asking for trouble. Then they'll have my voice. Nate BC, thank you so much for the tier 2 and the 45 months. They'll leave a voicemail, exactly. But then I also hate voicemails because then I go and listen to the voicemail and then I'm too tired and lazy to delete the voicemail by pressing just one button. So I hang up before that happens and then I've got so many voicemails in my voicemail box. Reality fades away. For a precious moment, there's only darkness and silence, but your mind refuses to calm down and soon your thoughts start chasing each other in circles. Oh! My mind map is a representation of all the memories you have and how they are connected. When a new memory is... Oh, it's like Always Sunny, because he points to the thing and says Pepe Silva. When a new memory is available, you can recall it by clicking on it to activate it. Once the memory is activated, it can open dialogue choices in relation to that memory. Chatty receptionist. From the blur of half-formed memories and impressions, an image of the receptionist appears. Desperately trying to catch her attention, but she's in a phone call. Pretend to look, and she will address you. What a pathetic attempt at acting, or were you bad actor on purpose, hoping she'd take pity on you? Unexpected call. Put it on silent and ignore it. Now, why would anyone answer a call from an unknown number? Out of the swirling images, the bushy eyebrows of your new psychotherapist emerge, bouncing up and down as he talks. Just nod. Are you conserving your words or hiding the fact that you just don't have any? I bet it's the latter. And then what's this one? Image of the young woman flashes before your mind's eye. She's punching and kicking the old vending machine. Would she be here for therapy as well? Ignore her. It is what it is. You have nothing to say, nothing to do, just the bare minimum. As your consciousness keeps spinning around, the carousel of recent experiences warps into a single vision suspended between sleep and waking. Pepe Sylvia. You find yourself staring at the smallest suitcase you own, perched on the rumpled motel sheets. Everything is packed. Clothes, phone charger, toothbrush, and a couple of other items. Ready to go home. As you reach for the handle, you notice a toothless gap, as if the suitcase forgot to fully exhale. Then the gap widens just a little and something shifts inside. The suitcase jerks. Shut it tight first. But the suitcase feels too alive. With a loud hiss, the seam splits and a snake's head appears, lidless eyes fixed on yours. Then more hisses follow and more snakes emerge, liquid as death and cold as oil. Their bodies twist into knots, ready to spill all over the sweaty sheets. Close it! You slam the lid down, silencing the hisses for now. I've got to get rid of the suitcase. Shove it under the bed. Get it out of here. Out of sight, out of mind as you descend the stairs. Midday heat pricks your neck with sweat, and you think of everything you left inside the suitcase. Clothes, phone charger, toothbrush, and a couple of other items. You enter the reception area. No one's here, and even the AC is turned off. The air is hostile and heavy. I can't wait here, it's too hot. On a desk, a stack of pristine checkout forms sits beside a pen. Perhaps you can just do it yourself? Let's get this over with. Name, date of birth, length of stay. A single mischievous drop of ink escapes the pen and begins swelling into a blot, a puddle, a pond. Spreading across the form as sweat spreads across your shirt. Start over! You slap the new form over the old one. The blot seeps upward and your sweat drips downward. The paper becomes a battleground of stains. Your tongue feels swollen, your throat dry. Keep writing! You write all the words in black on a completely black paper and sign it in black. Not your fault after all, but it is. What? You did what you could. Now it's time to leave and find something to drink. Get out already. Parking lot shimmers in the heat, asphalt soft underfoot. Across it, the vending machine glows like a mirage, its glass fogged with condensation. Insert a coin and press the button. The machine hums, light flickering, but no bottle comes out. Do it again! And you drop another coin, clink, press, still nothing. Insert the coin, press the button. The world narrows to the clink of metal, the press of your finger, the machine's empty whir. Maybe this time it will work. So this is a dream. You tried to leave this damned motel and all that therapy nonsense behind, but everything kept falling apart. I don't have enough Will Peril. Will Peril? The guy from Step Brothers? Don't worry, it wasn't even a memory. It's an embodiment of my feelings. More like random neural activity in your brain, synapses sparking from nothing. Best to forget about it. Didn't feel random. Could be, but are you strong enough to remember it? Brave enough to confront it? No, not yet. Willpower. It's raining! The sound of a car engine and screeching tires urges you to open your eyes, bringing you back to a miserable reality once again. Your head is still spinning in a whirlwind of uncontrollable thoughts. Your nostrils pick up a curious smell of dust, and your throat is as dry as a desert. So now we're thirsty, unmotivated, and we have sore legs. Some status effects can have greater impact on your personality. Thirsty nudges you just 1 point towards the impulsive side. but some other status effects have a much greater influence, and some cases drastically change the personality you defined. Interesting. Rumble be Bumble. Rumble be Bumble. What a name. I can't believe how chilly and cold it's been. And it's June. I thought it was called global warming, y'all. How come it's cold out? Okay. So thirsty has put us more towards, I guess impulsive then? +1 impulsive. British. Get up and find some water. Your legs are grateful for the time spent in bed, but it was foolish to hope you'd fall asleep. Okay. So we're still not motivated, but our legs are better. Why we do that? Why we crawl out like that? My guy. Can't I just drink from the sink? Drink from the sink. There are so many dark patches. It can't be a mirror. Turn on the tap and drink some water. A horrible smell fills your nostrils. It's like there's a plumbing issue in hell, and all the blocked sewage is feeding directly into this faucet. Ew. And you see the water streaming out of the jet. It's a robust shade of jet black mixed with chunks of silt. I've changed my mind. I'm not touching it or thirsty. Nowadays, everything is supposedly unhealthy. Don't touch the water. Good. For a moment there, you seem to be drifting back to your old ways, but you don't want to go back. I should have drank it. If I'm... I gotta see how I run now that I'm, what the heck?
God damn it!
You hear the man yell from inside his vehicle. Even through the tinted windshield, you can feel his frustration.
Come on, start, you piece of shit!
Is that Edward Norton? Oh, you know I'm going for that. Oh, it's gone now. Judging by the careless driving you just witnessed, the man is either under the influence or another patient of Dr. Fink's. Seems to be in a hurry. The maniac's about to kill somebody. That guy's gonna kill someone. Most likely himself. When I think of it, could that be exactly what he's trying to do? I'd rather not think about that right now. Right, let's find something to drink. If I stand with my mouth open... I guess I'm not running as wacky style now that my legs don't hurt. Slop. Oh, did I put my hood up? Oh, listen, we can hear inside that person's room. What's up? Look. How cool is that? Don't forget, there it is, the link in the chat. You can check it out, and there's a demo. And you can be maybe, well, definitely a lot more accomplished than I am by not being a total introverted weenie. Oh my Christ! You jump as if someone stabbed you or jabbed you in the stomach. For a split second, the whole world was exploding, but it was just a thunderclap, the loudest one you've ever witnessed. At least my reflexes still work. As well as your heart, it's racing from the sudden shock, but there's nothing to use of this unwanted excess of adrenaline for. So it keeps lingering. I wonder if this is a thing where you can know what time the lightning strikes, and then if you need adrenaline for something. Eating you from the inside while you stand alone and thirsty in the middle of the parking lot. Drink from the hose. Water. I don't need it. It's your first desperate thought, but even if the hose was on, you know you wouldn't want to drink what would come out. Ice. Hopefully you won't have to melt ice in your mouth to quench your thirst. Not a bad idea. That's a terrible idea. Who knows how old that ice is? And there's a vending machine a couple steps away. Alright, fine, the vending machine. Fine. Even though we saw the lady was not able to drink from it. Can we drink from... You think we can try to drink... Can we drink from the puddle? Okay, no. Maybe she fixed it? Maybe. Battered machine seems to be decades old, except for a newly installed comically large reddish button. Check the label. Reads, drinking water for the people of RueValley free of charge, courtesy of Coral Destiny. Press the button. Vomits out a bottle of water. Take it. It's almost frozen plastic. Feels slippery in your sweaty hand. You can't wait to drain it of the precious fluid. Order! Slurping! No longer thirsty. Your thirst screams at you to gulp down the whole bottle right now, but there's no need to hurry. Take it one sip at a time. Suddenly, the night sky turns blood red and you feel an infinite scream passing through everything. Unbearable anxiety washes over you. Hide? You can't hide from the whole sky on fire any better than you can from your own past. At least I don't have to face it. Close your eyes. That not good. That water was spicy. Your eyelids connect and darkness greets you for a mere second, but as always, the carousel of suffering starts spinning immediately. How do I stop? That's easy. Stop being you. What kind of answer is that? Receptionist says whimsically, emerging from the whirlwind. What I wasn't expecting is you. But the receptionist disappears, and instead the fiery sky begins burning its way through the darkness, cutting several straight, narrow slits in your closed eyelids. Squeeze your eyelids tighter. Keep craving, keep clinging, keep suffering. I have no choice. Red sky is seeping through the cuts in your eyelids, forming a number. Uh-oh.
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
What the heck? Stop the carousel and focus on something else. Surely there's something pleasant to think of instead of this bushy-eyebrowed psychotherapist in this court-mandated therapy. Think of something sexy! But Dr. Fink only seems to become more real. I'm looping!
Mr. Harrow, can you hear me?
Yes, sorry.
It's all right.
Pauses for a moment.
I'm aware that you may be experiencing a slight lack of motivation right now, and will surely be coming back to this condition of yours.
He is the something sexy. Those eyebrows. So now we've got anxious apprehension as a... Something's terribly wrong, perhaps everything, and it makes you feel tense and paralyzed at the same time. So we're +2 calculated and +2 sensitive. So at least we got more of this, maybe? Lack of motivation, that's the least of your worries. While your mind is filled with this crushing, overwhelming sense of impending... Wait, did you hear that? A muffled sound of metallic clanging from the outside diverts your frail attention. For some unknown reason, your heartbeat accelerates and cold sweat appears in your armpits.
At all times, if possible.
Doctor finishes, apparently expecting some sort of answer from you. I'm terribly sorry. My mind wandered off. Could you repeat that, please? He smiles.
No worries, Mr. Harrow. You seem to have had enough talk for today anyway.
Interesting. Stops and gives you a concerned
Mr.
look.
Harrow, you're shaking. Are you feeling unwell?
Emotional check. We are not going to pass this, dude. You endured the whole session stoically so far, but this moment of anxiety could completely ruin your chances of being sent back home anytime soon. Try and act like the stable, well-adjusted person that you are. I'm in this picture and I don't like it. Too sensitive. You open your mouth with the intention of convincing him that you're fine, but the stress is just too high to control and it instantly overwhelms you. Cry! Your face wrinkles in spasm and tears burst out of your eyes suddenly as if a pressurized canister full of ocean water has been ruptured by a stray bullet.
It's all right to let it out.
Quiet. You recognize great compassion in his voice. Gradually, sob by sob, you calm down and your breathing slows down to its usual tempo.
There are tissues on the table if you need them.
Tissue.
Feeling a little better?
He smiles.
Good.
He pauses.
May I ask, how is your sleep these days?
I haven't slept in months.
Is that so?
Seems to inspect the dark circles under your eyes. Yep, checks out, he says.
Well then, if you happen to have trouble falling asleep tonight,
He opens his hand, revealing a single purple pill lying on his palm. One pill is purple, and one pill is the only pill, and it's purple. There's no reflection in his glasses. Above them is a pair of bushy eyebrows. Reach for it.
remember, what I'm giving you is a mild, non-prescription herbal hypnotic drug. Nothing more.
When you say it like that, I don't know. Hypnotic? I don't. Herbal hypnotic? What?
Hopefully it'll help you calm down and get some rest tonight. We'll continue tomorrow.
Continue.
All right then. Now you only need to pick up the key card for your room. And I'll call the receptionist to make sure everything is in order. Sounds good?
Thank you. Have I noticed yet? Have I noticed yet that we're looping, as in me, this guy? 8:04 p.m.
The exit is behind you. That's the bathroom.
May I use it, please?
Of course.
This guy's got a comic book. Book's cover is dominated by a stunning redhead, her face elegantly made up, her dress tight. Shadows gather all around her, but the gun in her hand shows that she's ready for any threat. Not to mention with all that, how do you say décolletage? Décolletage. This is like they say in that one movie where they've got the, like, badges on their thing. She's definitely dressed to kill. Oh, fuck. I can't, because I'm not motivated. Above the woman, the title Lilith Undercover. Below the author's name, T.J. Sampson. Ignore it. Man with eyes red from crying meets your gaze. He looks exactly like you, but somehow doesn't feel like you. What's happening? You must have gotten lost in the thought for a moment while the doctor was speaking. It couldn't have possibly happened more than a couple of minutes ago, but it feels like hours. An hour has passed since. No toilets will be clean in this motel. The sound of that old alarm clock awakened you from a daydream you can't remember, and this overwhelming tsunami of dread appeared out of nowhere. Oh. Let's splash some water on our face. No, the water's still disgusting. Do not the water. Do not water the it. Do not the water. We can't take the pill with this water. Or
Refreshed
will it?
yourself? Feeling a bit better now?
A bit.
That's good to hear. See you tomorrow, Miss Jen.
Bye. Night. I don't think I can talk to you again. No.
Give
That's
me
gonna be
my
like-
coffee, you jerk!
Can I ask why your water is disgusting? She's banging the machine. Do we have the guts to talk to her yet? No, we're too anxious. Just get away from her. Okay,
Out already.
If we don't stand at the window, we won't have sore legs. But what if we sit on the couch and then we get a sore ass? Then what do I do? Transformers buzzing softly. I guess I can inspect this. Can you really trust him? Put the pill back. And zoom out a little bit. Interesting. Is there anything else to look at? Free Wi-Fi, AC, phone, clean rooms, cable TV, vending machine. What a weird run-on sentence all of that was, by the way. Oh, the bus stop sign. It was already late afternoon when you saw the sign for the first time as the bus door opened and a wave of desert heat hit you in the face. All the other passengers of the almost empty bus remained seated, each lost in their own world. None of them paid any attention to you as you gathered your belongings and prepared to leave the bus. A woman with a bright pink hair! They were scrolling through their phone with a bored expression, seemingly completely disinterested in their surroundings, as if they lacked any connection to the outside world. Old woman! Clean room. Not clean bathrooms, I see. Sitting in the back of the bus, her nose was buried in a book during the whole trip. Her wrinkled face was contorted in a look of intense concentration, as if she were trying to solve some complex puzzle. What about the beardman? He was leaning against the window, staring out the desolate landscape with a faraway look. He seemed almost lost in thought, as if trying to make sense of something that happened to him a long time ago. And why would you? Even as you were disembarking from the bus, they meant nothing to you, but outside, next to the bus sign, Dr. Fink's smiling eyes were watching you, his brow dripping with sweat in the intense desert heat. He was already analyzing me, trying to think of anything he could use to keep me here as long as possible. Welcome to RueValley, he proclaimed, like some poorly written NPC from an outdated video game. I'm Dr. Fink, your therapist for the duration of your stay here. It all happened less than 2 hours ago, yet it feels like an eternity has passed since. Self-aware? Except this is not an old video game, and it's not, so far, it's not poorly written.
Hi, yes, Coral Destiny Antenna, RueValley Motel. Oh, case number? Of course it's urgent! Our guests don't have Wi-Fi, the credit card machine... Oh, hold on, I have someone on the other line.
Wait, that didn't happen last time, did it? Right? Presses a button on the phone.
Hello, reception? Oh, what can I do for you, Dr. Fink? If it's about the Wi-Fi, I...
Pauses and gaze towards you.
Yes, he's here. Of course, no problem.
Did he get a call? Yesterday, in the before times, when space-time was shattered, that guy that you're taking care of mentally, he was a fucking wiener and couldn't talk to me. Instant the realization draws on you. Because of your crying outburst, Dr. Fink just warned the receptionist of your condition. Smile. She smiles back at you as she touches the button again.
Hello? I'm very sorry.
At least this is helpful.
Later. Bye.
She ends the call and turns to you.
Hello, Mr. Harrow. How are you? Are you ready to check in?
She continues in the same breath without waiting for you to answer.
Everything is in perfect order. Don't you worry a bit about anything.
I should say hello. Hello.
All right then. Let's get you into your room.
She thinks I'm...
So, number 6. That's the last one on the second floor. Everything is ready for you.
incapable.
And...
A key card.
This is your key card.
Oh, should we reach towards it this time and see what happens? Stretch your arm politely, hoping she'll hand you the card, but she's completely ignoring your gesture and is waving it around.
Oh, I see you're confused by this. You were expecting an
Okay, at least it wasn't
key, weren't
embarrassing.
you? Well, we've decided to modernize for a number of reasons.
Suddenly, she curtails her excitement as if she remembers something.
You must be very very tired. Perhaps I'll tell you about it some
Pog?
other time. It's a
No
really
rambling?
interesting story.
I'm looking forward to hearing it sometime. Smiley face. It's some kind of document.
I'll just need your signature.
Sign it.
Thank
Every time we
you.
sign this, it's
I'm
like...
here if you need anything.
Do
Enjoy your
you...
stay.
do you... What's it? Consent to your entire world and timeline being destroyed by an atom bomb this evening? If so, please sign here. I've been watching Nathan For You, and I've binged a lot of it. And, one of the episodes of it, he, like, goes to a lawyer to ask him something. And... I still go up the stairs weird, even though my legs are fine. And he's like, oh, can you sign this? It's for the, like, fake Starbucks episode. And the lawyer just signs it without reading it, and I think the paper is like, I will take all legal responsibility of every prosecution that comes this way. And then he signs it and doesn't read it, the lawyer. And so then when they're talking about it, and the lawyer's like, yeah, you'll get sued for this. And Nathan goes, I won't get sued. You will. And the lawyer's like, what are you talking about? You're gonna get sued. And Nathan's like, actually, you are, because you signed a paper that said that you take all legal responsibility. And the lawyer's like, I did not sign that. And then he shows him the document, and the guy's like, I didn't sign that. And then it shows a flashback where the lawyer is going, ha ha ha, I should probably read this because I'm a lawyer and I shouldn't just sign anything that someone hands to me. And then he signs it, and then it goes back to present time, and the lawyer's so angry. And that is like one of the best moments that is in that show, because it's just like, that is where I'm like, man, sometimes it's almost difficult to feel to believe that it's not a scripted show, because it was just perfect. So I have this pill in case I can't sleep. Why am I afraid of unpacking? Perhaps you're scared of what you might find inside, or maybe worried that by unpacking you accept that you're going to stay here. They're going to keep me here forever, aren't they? Yes. No! Perhaps I could just relax a bit in the armchair instead. So I can't do anything with my suitcase because I'm sad and stuff. Should I wonder if I can just go back outside. Oh. Can I look at this clock? No. Time to sit in the chair. Sit down. As soon as your buttocks touch the frayed armchair seat, tiredness overwhelms you. Coming to this nowhere motel to attend therapy you don't need has drained you both physically and mentally. All you want is to sleep, but unnerving restlessness is gnawing at you from the inside like a colony of termites munching on a piece of dead wood. Is it gonna say you don't have any water? Swallowing a pill without any water is not a pleasant task, true, but getting up only to get some water definitely feels like too much effort. Force it. Using saliva as a lubricant, you help the purple capsule find its way to your stomach. You have no idea how long it will take until its effects kick in, so there's nothing to do but wait. Stare at your suitcase. What a pitiful, inert object. It's full of my stuff. Stuff, clothes, phone charger, toothbrush might as well be empty, but it isn't. And it won't ever be without your help. Close your eyes. Am I gonna go wacky style? Yeah, laying on the floor. I don't know though, with the state that this motel is in, I don't know if laying on the floor is a good idea at all. So I wonder if, since we haven't gone outside, if the car will still wake us up. If we haven't, well, rather, if we'll still be woken up since we've taken the pill. or if we sleep through the night. Because it seems like this is going on for a while. Okay, it was a phone call. Check who's calling. Unknown. Answer it.
Hello, sir. Am I speaking with Eugene Harrow?
I don't know. I don't know. Secretive. Can't do it. Who wants to know?
My name is Percy Rugger, and I'm a senior sales executive at Ulterior Paralegal Exploits Consultancy. We'd like to offer our help regarding your case.
Ulterior Paralegal Exploits Consultancy.
Ulterior, Mr. Harrow, with an umlaut. And please don't let the name fool you. We are the most respectable yet cutting-edge agency, which means we work on the edge of, but still inside, the established legal framework. In fact, we are the leader in our field.
I just was talking about a lawyer.
Now, if my information is correct, you have recently been unjustly forced to participate in treatment which, in our opinion, may have consequences not aligned with your best interests.
I'd rather not talk about it. I know.
Mr. Harrow, I completely understand how you feel. Even for me, it's hard to talk, hard to even think about the injustice that has occurred. But we will work together to put an end to this undue response to your, well, unique situation.
I wonder if this means that the type of therapy that it is, maybe the type of therapy is, Groundhog Day therapy. They're like, hey, it worked for Bill Murray. He was nice to the groundhog. It only took a few tries and he was nice to the groundhog, guys. It only took, like, 2 tries and he was fixed, everybody. We should start doing that to more people. New driving game? It's, how do you describe this, I guess? A narrative RPG about a man trapped in a time loop surrounded by a colorful cast with complex emotional stories, each hiding unexpected secrets. Dealing with mental challenges, the main character must rise from the depths, delving into the anomaly to uncover its enigmatic origins. There's a demo for it too. For everybody to check out, because you can... I've got, like, my character is very anxious and scared of stuff, and so certain dialogues are locked by my apprehensive nature, I suppose.
I mean, we have only known each other for a couple of minutes, and I can already see what a strong-willed individual you are. You know what you want, and nothing will stop you from getting it.
I don't think that's accurate, sir. You're in purgatory and the lawyer's Satan. That's IRL. Role-playing someone very different for fun.
So I presume you're ready
yes.
for the next step in our cooperation?
Well, do I have to decide right now? It is all happening so suddenly.
I completely understand what you're trying to say, Mr. Harrow. To make things easier for you, I'll simply write down your general consent here and forward your case to my colleagues in our paralegal department. They'll contact you shortly. Well, Mr. Harrow, it was a colossal pleasure talking with you. Tschüss!
Why did he kiss me? / Germanly. Yeah, I think the former people from Disco Elysium were, like, keen on this game as well. I think that's what I saw. Before you have a chance to say anything, the phone line is already dead. But at least now you know you're not the only one who realizes the absurdity of this mandated psychotherapy. Close your eyes again. Gill ladder. I like my shelf has been transformed into a ladder. Also, I don't know why that clip has so many views on it. Was it posted somewhere? Like to YouTube or something? Or how did it... Because it's at like 1.3k or something, which is strange. As your mind begins to drift, reality fades away. So this is where we get to dream stuff, right? Our thoughts. So we've got some new things. Judging by the careless driving you witnessed, I said he was gonna kill someone. When did this happen? Evening, but later. We got the night sky turns blood red. We hide. Suddenly everything happened again. Everything again, but nothing after. We haven't got any more on the vandal. There was lightning. You can't call it a shelf because that gives the wrong connotations. What do you mean? As well as your heart, it's racing from the sudden shock. The meaning of what you've experienced is still hard to grasp. Is it deja vu? The memory seems so real, and yet these things clearly never happened. I've gone completely mad, and they are right to send you to Dr. Fink? What if the careless driver really does show up? What if the lightning actually strikes the motel and the night sky turns red? A combination of several specific memories can create an idea, and with enough inspiration or Will Ferrell points, you can turn that idea into an intention. Intentions open new dialogue options that will lead you through the journey of completing that intention. Keep in mind that not all that you intend can be successfully achieved. Interesting. What do you even mean, y'all? If I hear someone say the word shelf, I think about a damn shelf. You little freaks. / affectionate. Why is it pointing to them? Memory or fantasy, how could you remember something that is yet to happen? Then again, why would you imagine events so specific? So we can hold to commit. I don't know how many points we have. Not enough willpower. Will Ferrell, you want to get up and find out if these strange memories will play out in reality or if it is all the fever, a dream of a lunatic. You can't. It's all too much. You really want to do is forget you even had these weird visions. Forget about being here and about the incident. Stay in the armchair forever. You got it, Lynx. I love armchair. Me and my armchair. That's instead of me and y'all emote, it's me and my armchair. Close your eyes again. I ain't going on my phone because I don't want to see some guy and his kid with stupid filter on. Gradually, your thoughts begin to slow down. Your consciousness lightens its feverish grip. No turmoil. So, no longer anxious apprehension. Is that because I said no turmoil? Was it the purple pill? Doesn't matter, nothing matters. Sweet relief! Like a leaf on the wind, you're tossed this way and that. I'm gonna guess he's still about to explode. What the hell? What is that? A tiny spark of light seems to have taken root deep inside you. Must have been broken away from the brightest lightning you ever saw earlier. Oh, broken away from that mighty forked bolt of the brightest lightning you ever saw earlier. A spark still without shape, still without purpose, but full of potential. Scary. It is pretty cool, yeah. It's making me want to, like... Because it's a demo, so it will end at some point. And I'm like, oh, I should start it again after that and then see what's different by being very, confident or something. The sound of the loudest thunder jerks you out of your slumber. Teehee, poem. A speck of energy, now fully grown, is pulsing inside your chest. You remember this feeling. An inspiration. Inspiration points are small sparks of inspiration that you can use to motivate ideas and turn them into intentions. Be aware that when you use inspiration points, they're gone for good. I understand. And you finally recognize what it is. Your pathetic attempt at forgetting about what you experienced earlier is shattered. Now if I go to my thinks. I wonder why these have little arrows on them. Well, that one's arrow is gone. But hers is still there. Maybe it's a bug or something. So we can commit to this. You have to find out if the careless driver showed up again. You must know if the sky will really be set ablaze. You need to see if everything will happen again, and if it does, you need to remember. Here you can see your active intentions. Select and hover over them to see more details about how to complete them. Clicking on an intention will open the mind map with that intention in focus. Okay. So we lost our lack of motivation. But we have investigate strange occurrences. The loudest of thunders happened as you foresaw. So are the other strange visions real too? Did the careless driver visit the motel where you were sleeping? Will the sky really turn red? Can I unpack my suitcase now? Less important. Alright. I was gonna say I'm motivated now, right? The rain has slackened off and you see nothing out of the ordinary, nothing that you could put your finger on. The careless driver visited the motel. He has surely left already while you were sleeping. I should have found the strength to get up earlier. There, it's not your fault. You were incapacitated. Glance toward the parking lot. Is there a cigarette? As you stare at the reflections on the wet, dark asphalt, the memory begins unfolding in your mind again. He enters the car, starts the engine, and then hits the transformer while driving in reverse, smashing his rear light before driving away in a cloud of smoke. You may be able to find some evidence down there. Cigarette! I knew it! Or there will be red glass on the ground. Let's inspect this. You immediately notice a couple of red plastic shards. Look at the shards. There are several small ones scattered around, translucent triangles and rhomboids. The largest of them is lying right next to the transformer, shiny and wet, boldly staring at you from the dirty asphalt. Inspect the transformer. Doesn't show any sign. What about the shard? Obviously a part of a broken taillight. He's been here already. There's no other option. I knew I would find something here, and I did. So it has to be true. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And then, before you can wrap your head around all this, the skies are once again set ablaze, exactly as you remember, only confusing you even further. What will happen now? Will you find yourself back at Dr. Fink's office in a moment? Will you remember anything? I don't want the demo to stop yet! Or was this a one-time thing and the evening will continue now as if nothing has happened? Befuddled, you cast your gaze on your wristwatch. It's 8:47 p.m. Okay, we've unlocked time! From now on, you will have the exact time displayed here. Pay attention to it because in RueValley, situations change when the time changes. Characters might leave some locations and they arrive at others. Their mood might change and they might act differently at different times, okay? 8:47 p.m. What was it? How does it go? Now the end is near and draws the final curtain. I can't remember how the start of As the World Caves In goes. The frenetic sound of the alarm nudges you back to the present.
Still with me, Mr. Harrell?
Everything happened again. Nod.
Mr. Harrell, I am aware of a slight lack of motivation that you may be experiencing.
Sonny and Cher. Which one? Oomba doomba doo, the sun was lighted in fire. Or, do you believe the fires in the sky? I got you, babe. Maybe. I remember when Sunny and Cher were on Scooby-Doo when I was a kid, and I was like, wow, I love them. I love Sunny and Cher. They're so #goals. Me as a child. Wow, I hope one day that I get to grow up to be Cher and I find my own Sunny. What the hell are kids on about? Lack of motivation, you are motivated, but you just need to remember. To remember something very important. Clanging. An image of a young woman punching and kicking the old vending machine merges into your mind, but like the first rock in an avalanche, it's inevitably followed by others, and more memories start to emerge. The receptionist, the thunder, the mysterious driver, and finally that of yourself standing in front of the transformer under the fiery sky, hoping you won't forget everything again. Wow, everything happened again! Hold to wrap up. As you struggle to put the memories in the correct order, your mental fog dissipates, and two simple words form on your lips. Time loop! And we've got one inspiration now from that.
Time loop?
I didn't say that. Seems like you're trapped in some sort of time loop where the same 47 minutes repeats over and over. That's not enough time. Pulls you back to the old motel room.
I don't think I follow, Mr. Harrow. Would you care to elaborate?
Should we just be honest with him? That works in the Groundhog Man. No! Kiss. No! I wanted to at least see a little bit further, honestly. Okay, well, that was the demo for RueValley, which you can wishlist now. There's a link in the chat. Owlcat Games sponsored this stream. What if we just do a cheeky little peek at being a confident go-getter? Should we... Let's be really reckless. And... arrogant. And... we take one away from that. Reckless. Flat. Should we be a dickhead? Unkind. Alright. We're going, what's it called? Renegade? Or Paragon from Mass Effect? How much is the full game? I'm not sure if they've got a price yet. And then the, release date says coming soon. Let me see if I have any information on when it may be coming out. I'm not sure. RueValley. Steam just says coming soon. They're working on it. I don't think it should be too far off, but you can follow them on social media for updates. And also when you wishlist the game, of course it will tell you when it's going to be available. You'll get like a little notification. They also did the Warhammer Rogue Trader game today. Oh. Interesting. And some Pathfinder stuff too, eh? Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous and Warhammer Rogue Trader. I've got Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous in my library, and I've had it for a while, and I haven't played it yet. but I need to, I think. Can't remember if there's romance. You know that's my big thing. Pathfinder, Warhammer... Oh, Wrath of the Righteous is one of your favorite games of all time. Is it? Can I smooch in it? Can I smooch a lady in it? Romance a demon. How far does the Rowhammer? The romance go? Herb said Warhammer, and it's confusing. Golden Twink, a poop monster. That I'm less interested in. Yes, exclamation mark, RueValley. Go wishlist it, that way you can also keep up with when it's coming out. I will make sure to do too. And the demo is available now, so you can satiate some of your desire to play by doing the demo. I'm gonna see what happens if I'm a reckless, impatient, and impulsive, arrogant, unkind son of a bitch. And we can speed through this. It's like Groundhog Day, you know, where he's like, yeah, I get it. You sell insurance. I get it. Oh, okay. Yeah. Let's be jerk. Are you done? He smiles.
Done with our first session? Yes. Speaking of which, I've noticed a slight lack of motivation on your part today.
It's calling me out. Alright, we can turn off hints because we know how this works. Rather stay in bed all day.
Back to this, but for now...
Alright. Maybe since I'm a big jerk, I can be a big jerk to that lady.
However, since this is your first session, I'll allow a few questions.
Look, we've got more dialogue since we're not a big fucking socially anxious baby. Who would have guessed? Norwegian Assassin, thank you for the 64 months. Wouldn't I know best whether I need another session or not? Or impatient, no questions. Let's just say no questions, get up.
Alright then. That's it for today.
So he glances at the clock. But it could just be to tell me my session's over, right?
You should go and check in at the office.
Yeah, whatever you say, Doc. Alright, let's yell at this lady.
Give me my coffee, you jerk!
We can match your vibe, lady.
Spit it out already!
Could she be here for therapy as well? Or maybe we can't because of our lack of motivation. Oh. What tends to be done with lunatics? Let them rage around freely, yelling and kicking vending machines. Send them to prison. Maybe there's a better way to help a distressed person. Speak with her? Or is that too much? We're too unmotivated, so we can't.
Come on,
This is like the perfect game pitch for me. Wishlisting immediately. Refs reviewing, saying, like, Disco Elysium crossed with Outer Wilds, which I also need to play. We saw you from across the vending machine and we really dig your vibe. The one where you're a massive, jerk, which also we seem to be. Am I a trash man now? Do I love trash now? Smudge it. Smudging! Stomp on the puddle. Stand in the middle of the smelly puddle. No, a soggy sock status. As you stand still in the middle of the smelly puddle, the liquid slowly sneaks through your left shoe and into your sock. Stomp again. It'll go extremely soggy sock. How the... Why can't I say soggy sock? Soggy sock, soggy sock. Now I can be a jerk to this other lady in here too, when she's like, I'm on the phone with the Wi-Fi. I'm gonna say,
RueValley Motel. Our
fuck off.
Destiny internet antenna is down.
Every debuff any %. Ongoing phone call. Try to get her attention. Too extroverted? What do you mean? So it's not. So instead of a social check, I guess would be like a normal reaction where I talk to her normally. But when I failed it for being too introverted, it meant that I could only browse the brochures around me. But now since I'm too extroverted, hi, I need to get in my room. Turns towards you, clearly insulted for being interrupted mid-sentence.
Please sit down, sir. I'll be with you in a moment.
Before you get a chance to say anything, she returns to her call with no sign that she's about to end it in a moment or any time. Oh, fuck. Excuse me, as your paying guest, I demand your attention right now. Your chest swells with indignation. How dare she ignore you? But the only reaction you get from her is a quick side glance and a nod. You even wonder if the nod was meant for you or the phone buddy.
Yes, I have rebooted the modem.
Oh, no. This is outrageous. I want to see the manager. Your heart is pounding in frustration, but this time the receptionist doesn't even seem to register your words. Tuggy Sock also says, your left foot is trapped in a clammy prison, its nauseating dampness mocking your attempts to move forward and seeping deeper into your very being with every other step you make. Disgusted by moist foot, squishing sound while walking.
Of course it's urgent! Our guests don't have Wi-Fi, the credit card machines are dead, we can't access reservations.
Leave.
Listen, I know what I'm talking about. Your repair tech said it was fixed. Can you just...
So I can pass time by... Let's see if I sit for a long time if my butt will hurt. Phone. Scroll through the feed until she finishes the call. Scroll. 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 Went full Karen. Type a 1 in the chat if you've done a wish listing. If you're... Give me a review, y'all. What are you thinking? Excitement? Check the signal. Continue, continue, continue. Put it into your pocket. 111. It does seem... It seems like it's gonna be a good time. Stand up. Can I ring the bell or something? Grab the cheap-looking pen. Clerk is laser focused and doesn't notice you've grabbed the pen. Pocket the pen. Sudden outburst of kleptomania overcomes you, but luckily the reception is so out of it that she doesn't even notice your misdemeanor.
I don't want a customer satisfaction survey. I want the internet!
Neutral Court's already had it wishlisted. Neutral Court's always has the latest game releases. Doodle something to pass the time. Until she finishes the call. Doodling? Draw something that makes you happy. You push yourself to remember such a thing, yet nothing comes to mind. Were you always such a sack of misery even before the accident? You can't think of anything that makes you happy. How could you hope to ever be happy? With such thoughts swarming inside you, time starts to pass and the rest of reality fades into the background. You might get sore legs from standing. Okay, penis drawers in the chat. I want to know what I drew. After a while, the failed attempt to draw becomes even less interesting. She's still arguing and you're getting restless. What if I check out the leaflets now? A huge rocket and a group of people in red jumpsuits cheering with bottles of water. Above it all, the coral... A huge rocket. Do you think that's what is breaking everything? As in the world? A picture of the endless desert. The caption at the bottom reads, free bottled water for the people of RueValley, courtesy of Coral Destiny, your favorite space agency. Yesterday, I went and did a big social thing and was gone all day. That I think it has disabled my ability to speak. Take the leaflet. Leave. So now we've got a leaflet we can read if we want. Got a pen. Sit in the chair. Sit. Oh, frick. Sit in the chair. I bet I can bother her again, actually. Oh yeah, and the singing also.
Hi.
Oh, wait a second. Did you see the, she, like, set a password or something.
The text said it'd be up by noon.
Is there, like, a dialogue?
Yes, your colleagues already suggested I reboot the modem.
It would be
I even
nice if
tried
there
a
was a
backup
dialogue,
router.
like, journal thing. Alright, let's look at this leaflet a little bit. Check out the leaflet. Read it. Till she finishes the call. Read the tiny letters that contain everything you're not interested in. Reminds you of times you forgot your phone while going to the bathroom. Stop! And forced to read blurbs from cleaning products and air fresheners. The shampoo bottle? Read on. At Coral Destiny, we believe innovation should serve the everyday needs of the communities around us. That's why we proudly provide fresh, purified, bottled water completely free of charge to the residents of RueValley. Delivered regularly and held to the highest quality standards, our water is just one example of how we're committed to a healthier, brighter future right now on Earth. Breeding. There's more ad lingo, but nicely framed quote catches your eye. It's gonna say, we're so proud we have a huge rocket that could potentially destroy the world, but we've got a lot of checks and balances in place so that doesn't happen. We're proud to share resources with RueValley. Providing clean water is a small part of our mission to uplift the communities that inspire our work. Isabel Watson, Chief Executive Officer, Coral Destiny. Struggle to find more content with this at least the same level of excitement. Time begins to pass. We will bomb the dirty water. I guess also the fact that the water is free must have something to do with the fact that the water in the sinks is literally black sludge, unless that has something to do with why there's a gigantic, horrible explosion. Maybe oil's coming out of the fountains. I'll try to drink it in my room. How about that? Just looking at the picture. Art is ugly.
Miss
She's
Heard?
still talking.
No, she said. Oh,
She ends her
I'm so
call.
sorry for the wait. That was a super important call, and I had to take it right now. There was literally no other way. Hopefully you didn't mind waiting.
Let's just get this over with.
Right away. Let's get you into your... So, number 6. This is your key card.
Take the key.
Oh, I see you're confused. by
Snatch
this.
it. You snatch the card from her hand and she stops in the middle of a sentence with a shocked expression on her face.
Wow. All right. I'll need your signature.
She looks all over the counter,
Sorry,
then
there was supposed to be a pen, but I must have misplaced it. Just a moment, I'll find you another one.
Uh-oh. No need. I have my own. Take out the pen you took earlier.
Oh, you have one of those pens too? What a coincidence. So your signature goes here. Thank you. I'm here if you need any.
Yeah, lady. I talked to her again.
Can I help you, Mr. Heck?
No, she can't. No, she can't. I meant I can't. But she said, can I help you? And I said, she can't. Why he gotta go up the stairs like this? Trying to listen if I have a squeaky sock. You know? Alright, I just want to see a little bit farther as to what happens. Let's try to drink the water. Drink water. I guess I can't drink the water until I'm thirsty, maybe. Suitcase. Blah, blah, blah. I need a fresh sock! Okay. Unpack. I'm too impulsive. I'm gonna sleep on top of the suitcase. Or just throw it. I've just thrown everything around the room. There, the mushy sock is no longer a concern. No reason to spend the whole evening unpacking. After all, you've always preferred a more casual arrangement for your stuff. And now that the suitcase has been dealt with, this motel room is your home. Sure. That's the spirit. So I can't crawl because of I'm being reckless, but I can fall. Shug? I love Leaflet. I love Leaflet. Leaflet? Put it in your pocket. Leaflet. Oh, if I was not unmotivated, I could make it into a paper airplane. Scroll through the feed. Hope sleep will come. Scroll and hope. Leaflet, my beloved. It's true. Where is Champ at? Champ needs to know that Dogman is here. A quick match of... Put the phone away. Can I get... I don't think I can get out of bed. Just play this hyper-casual protagonist. So cute. Touch them. Squish them all. It makes me think of Thronglets. Champ and Dogman were an iconic duo in the legal justice system. Didn't we take Champ to court for the terracotta, though? That feels like an entire lifetime ago. Unkind, reject the call. Put the phone back. Never mind, I have to. More game. Sleep, maybe. Squish. I want to just get to drink sludge. Oh, I was like, what is that weird little clock in the middle of the room? But it's my mouse is the clock. The phone charger is just anywhere. All the clothes are anywhere. Keep squishing. Understand. Ignore. Tap the big guy. Almost dropped my phone. Fuck this. Quit the game. Oh. My reality is fading away. And my thoughts are in circles. So we've got chatty receptionist. And we were rude. We've got the call we rejected. We've got the guy and we were mean. And the lady and we ignored her. She makes me think of the guy from New Vegas. this sniper guy. But I think it's just because they have the same jacket and the same sunglasses, and they're both at a motel that has an atomic bomb in the same world. So we're having our snake dream of our suitcase. Novak before the war. True. Recall our dream. We've not got enough willpower. It is a prophecy. It is important. Not yet. So I guess we'll get to recall some kind of memory from that. A dinosaur. This guy's messing up. Okay. My throat! Okay, drink the oil from the sink. I wonder if it will just kill us instantly. Why he gotta do that? And he slept with his shoes on and his hoodie and his jeans. Drink the water! It's horrible and disgusting. Drink it! As soon as the first drop of water enters your mouth, the taste of mud and sharp metals overwhelms you, and before you have a chance to stop it, it reaches down your throat and into your stomach. Bile starts rising up with the remnants of what meager food you ate today. Toilet! Maybe that's why the toilets are so dirty. At last, that horrible taste of heavy metals and toxic soil is gone, replaced by one of stinging acid and semi-digested food. Instead of quenching your thirst, you expelled what little liquid you had inside your stomach, making you even more dehydrated. Water! What? Drink it again. Not allowed.
God damn it!
He's very angry. So he throws his cigarette, but then I think when he drives away, he destroys it or something. He's probably drunk. Alright, let's go. Let's see what happens when the world caves in again. Hello? Let's... Oh my gosh, I forgot that happens, and it did scare me. So all of the electricity goes off and then restarts. So that will have an effect on something, right? There will have to be something where maybe for a moment we'll need all the lights to be off or something. I'm trying all the disgusting water options. Chew it. And your teeth immediately start hurting. Uh-oh. Get away! You can't run away, and now we've got the anxious apprehension. How do I stop? Nobody can stop being themselves. And then we're remembering the lady again. Stop! Squeeze my eyes. Okay. Interesting. And then it's 8, of course. 8 p.m. So from 8 p.m. to 8:47 is the time that you have. I don't need therapy.
Well, Mr. Harrow. But I am aware of a...
The clang returns. Interesting. So there was a lot that could be different just by the dialogue choices from the, like, personality change that we tried.
At all times, if possible.
Which was interesting. I can't play like that, though. But maybe I was too introverted. Got a visitor. We got 2 visitors. Visiting.
Oh, Mr. Baby. Oh, Mr. Baby.
Wine says, please wish list RueValley by using exclamation mark RueValley in the chat. 1 wish list equals 1 mid of wine.
Ah. Ah. Mr. Wine.
What? Visiting or are you leaving? Visit or leave? Anyways, that was RueValley. Thank you again, Owlcat Games, for sponsoring the stream. It is difficult to have to stop playing where the demo ended because, of course, you immediately want to do more. It's making me think about, like, because there was that other time loop game that I played that I really liked. And I liked, you know, doing things over and over again. Big surprise. In order to, like, unlock new stuff that was happening. Oh, you can get the book! And then I like the idea that there might be... It's like that Courage the Cowardly Dog game that I played on Cartoon Network or whatever, where it was, there's, like, you need to open the door, so in order to open the door, you need to get the keys, but in order to get the keys, you need to get them from the guy, and in order to get them from the guy, you need to give him a snack, but in order to give him a snack, you need the can opener. I like those kinds of things. Hannah, thank you for the 3 years. Yeah, there's a lot of, you can do so much with time looping stuff. And look, there will be, oh my gosh, yeah, of course there will be other characters. So there's a bar somewhere with like a, it's got like a fake bomb, question mark fake. There's like, is that the spark of inspiration happening? There's us getting angry, awkward, whisper to the machine. Throwing up, stepping in the puddle. Yeah. So there is, coming soon. There's a demo, so you can try different things that I didn't do. You can wishlist it, and then you'll get notified of when it is going to come out. There's content warnings, but I think it's understandable with the, like, tone of the game a bit. There'll probably be some serious stuff. Over 100,000 wishlists. Very interesting, very cool. Well, there's no chickens on the cat tree, so it's just me and the void of darkness. The post-game chat went into how many different paths there were, and the game had, like, checkpoints, so you don't need to spend hours saying the same stuff. Mystery quest. Oh, I see, okay. Any idea when it's coming out? I'm not sure. I don't think it should be too far away, too far off. Because I think the release date had been announced to be earlier, and then I think they've continued working on it a bit, which, with the amount of different things that you can do in the game, I think it's one of those cases where it's like, the longer they work on it, you know, and to make sure they have it exactly how they want it, the better. Especially if there's going to be so many different dialogue trees and everything, but I'm not sure. But yeah, just wishlist it and follow their socials, and you can kind of keep up with when it will be coming out. But yeah, very cool. I'm intrigued. I will definitely be getting it, I think, when it comes out. So I like puzzle stuff, And I like time loop stuff. All kinds. Alright, let me see if I can find someone to raid. Zed Significant Author. Thank you so much. Enjoy your altar. Let me see who is live now. For us to raid. Because I'm gonna be done for now. And then I think no problem, Azul. Full voice acting feels ambitious. It's always nice because I think it, of course, makes it more accessible for people. And then for streamers, if you're streaming it and you don't have to read every single thing out, then the fatigue of that is good. You know? You know? What's I gonna do? I opened a tab to do something. To look at something. And I can't remember what it was now. I was looking for someone to raid, but then I was also going to look at something else, and I don't remember what that was now. It's gone forever. Alright. You can go watch Jamalki ride a big worm or whatever the hell he's going to do, I guess. But yeah. Check out RueValley. Give it a wish list. Give it a download. The demo. The old demo. Check that out. Rose. And then I will see you. Oh, that's what I was gonna look at when I will see you next. I was looking at my calendar. Probably Wednesday then. I think Wednesday, the normal 4 p.m. time. Thursdays I might have to move back later in the evening so me and Luz can do our recordings and stuff. So, yeah. Whoop, riding they worm. Exactly. Alright, I will see you on Wednesday or so. And then, yeah, give the game a check out. You can see the other stuff that Owlcat Games has done. And then also a big shout out to them for sponsoring the stream today. For me! Sponsoring me to play their game. Because I did like it, and I did not want to stop playing. So, alright, enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you next time. Have fun. No chickens. Bye.